Hey you guys, my name's Jeff. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. So I was walking along the beach just a little while ago and I found this beautiful shell. It's just got this cool pattern and it's kind of amazing colors on the front of it. And that's one of the things I love about walking on the beach. It's just finding shells or stones or just things you never expected to find. And it's one of the great things I feel about nature and just getting out of your comfort zone is that you can wind up in some pretty neat places and find the unexpected. So today I wanted to talk with you a little bit about stocks actually, because I've wanted to make an investment this year. I've been doing my ETFs every month, but I had a chunk of money that I'd saved and I just wanted to put it into the market. I noticed I was trying to find the perfect time, like when would things bottom? When would they be at their cheapest? And it's just funny because I know you can never pick the bottom. You can never pick the cheapest time. But it's funny because I just think that it's something in us, is always looking for that moment. It's kind of like this belief that we can achieve some perfect timing. Anyways, I was originally thinking of buying some shares of an ETF. I was thinking of ABNB. But there are a couple of stocks that I love also and that I've been reading about a lot, doing research. And so I'd been thinking about either buying AIRBNB, ABNB stock, or Build Your Dreams, which is a Chinese EV maker. And it's been around for a long time. It's run by a brilliant CEO. And I really just wanted to own some shares of that stock. So I've been watching it for the last few days. And the prices have come down a bit. Sometimes like yesterday, each of those stocks dropped 2 or 3%, but then they go up a little bit, and it kind of highlights the futility of trying to find the right time or the perfect time or the dip. But anyways, I just wanted to bring you up to speed. It's amazing when you're thinking about doing these things. I've kind of been bouncing around. At first I thought, I'm gonna buy some shares of AVUV, which is the Avantis US Small Cap Value ETF, because it's nice and diversified and I would have a great investment in that, especially for the long term. But then I started thinking, you know, AIRBNB is a great company. It's a superior name. They seem to really have a leg up on their competition, Bookings.com and Expedia with VRBO. They seem to be like the main game in town for vacation rentals. And the stock seems kind of cheap to me. Honestly, it's around 114 bucks a share. But anyways, haven't quite made the decision. I was gonna use the chunk of money and buy half AIRBNB and half BYDDY. But I just decided, you know, I don't know all that much about EV makers, electric vehicles. I know as much as anybody, but that doesn't give me an advantage. That's no reason that I think I should get a superior return just basically chasing a stock that I think has a bright future. But anybody can think that, and I don't really have any reason to believe that my research and my understanding of BYD makes me any more deserving of some great return, although I do love the company. The CEO, Wan Fu, is a brilliant guy. If you have never heard of him, Wan Fu. Wang is the last name, I guess, W-A-N-G, C-H-U-A-N-F-U. So he's a cool guy. He's a really brilliant scientist and CEO. But I understand Airbnb a lot more just by using the app, staying at a few different Airbnbs, and kind of knowing that whenever my friends or family wind up traveling somewhere and needing a place to stay, they just go to Airbnb. And I think we can't be the only ones, right? There must be other people saying, oh, you're going to this city or that city or this city. Well, can you find an Airbnb there? So that has become the verb, and or I guess we should say the noun. Airbnb-ing, that would be a verb. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Haven't bought the stock, haven't bought an ETF, thinking about it and wanting to share that with you. But you know, it's funny when you're out in nature, when you're out in the sun, when you're out by the ocean, it actually seems pretty silly to be thinking about investing because that's such a practical thing, right? So math and sciencey, and I think the funny thing is investing is about putting away money for the future. But like the future is never here. So it's kind of a funny practice, right? You're just taking money and saving it and investing it for a day that you never know if it's going to arrive. And another thing that I wanted to mention is sometimes I think about this is, you know, the idea is to like retire or get old or somehow be later in life and have this money so you have a lot of it, right? So you don't have to worry about it. But another thought that a friend of mine shared is he has a different view. He values experiences so much that he would like to, when he gets old, like when he gets near the end of his life and he's gonna die or whatever, he wants to have spent everything. So his goal is not to amass a lot of money when he gets old. His goal is to leave with $0 left, so it could all be converted into experiences. And I think that's a really cool way to think about life. And it may not be my way at this moment because I'm still in the collecting assets phase and I like the challenges of investing. I probably always will. But I do like his inspiration and his idea that maybe living a life so that when you leave this earth, you have spent everything. You're down to zero, but you've had amazing experiences. I think that you can probably invest and have the amazing experiences. I like doing both, but if you're of the camp that you want just enough so that you can die with zero, I think that's an awesome goal to aim for. But more than anything, I really love this shell that I found on the walk today. That is my favorite discovery of the day. I'm really glad that you guys stopped by. I'm happy you watched this video. If you have anything to add, please write it in the comment section. It always generates an interesting dialogue. Love to hear from you guys. Like the video if you haven't already, and hit the subscribe button because I love to have subscribers to my channel. That way you'll get a heads up whenever I make a new video. So thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.